Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? If you're a new subscriber, you're highly welcome. If you're an old subscriber, you're highly welcome. And if you're watching this video and you are yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? The subscribe button is free of charge. You don't need to pay any money for you to subscribe. Just click on that button and your life will be blessed, okay? And please do not only click on the subscribe button, hit on the notification icon there so that you'll be notified each time I drop a new video. You'll be the first to be notified, okay? So you are welcome back once again. So today we are going to be gisting, and today I'll be advising some ladies here. If you are not married, you can actually learn. If you're married, you can actually learn, okay? I'm still carrying my Christmas hair. If you know you are carrying your Christmas hair, stand up and dance. I'm still carrying my Christmas hair. I've not yet lost it, and I I've not lost it yet. You all know that attachment is cost, and I'll carry this hair for 1 good month. I'll just keep laying my edges so that I'll just it will be 1 month tomorrow. So maybe hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be losing my hair. Before you come and tell me why is she always carrying this hair, why she's always carrying this hair, buy me attachment or buy me something I'll be using to make my hair, and I'll gladly collect it. Okay. So guys, today I want to be sharing with you guys some of the reason. Maybe if you are blessed with a good spouse, your marriage is blessed, hallelujah, praise the Lord, yours is better. But if you're watching this video, or I don't know how to put it, if you're watching this video and you're facing some of these things I'm going to be listing here, I am going to be telling you how you can actually make your marriage work. I am not a relationship therapist, okay, and I'm not a marriage counselor, but I have been married for 6 years, and with the experience I've gathered so far, I want to be sharing with you some of the things that can actually make your marriage work. And if you would just let me say, ignore whatever I look like to you, or maybe you're going to say I'm not an expert, I don't look like one who can actually dish out something nice or something helpful, no problem. But if you want to listen, remain blessed. So some of the reason why your marriage is not working, number one, is too much expectation. Yes, some of you, before you got married, you were watching Nollywood, you were watching Bollywood, you were watching Hollywood, or anyone, yes, and then you have this so much expectation, thinking that what you're watching is real, and you want it to happen in your own life. Maybe you are the type that normally watch movies whereby husband serves their wife breakfast in bed, and you're like, wow, yes, I'm going to get married to someone who is going to be serving me breakfast in bed. Yes, it do happen. Yes, it do happen real life. There are some men who serves their wife breakfast in bed, but don't be carried away, okay? That is not what makes marriage to work. Your husband can actually serve you breakfast in bed, and your marriage will still be facing challenges. Yes, so watching some of those things and having the expectation that your own spouse, your own future husband, is going to be doing that to you might not actually make your marriage work, okay? And then you also watch movies whereby every Valentine, every birthday, the man gets to take his wife out into a romantic date and all that, and you're like, yes, I expect that my husband should do this when I get married. Remember, what you're watching is film, is not real. Yes, I come again, some of them do happen. Some men takes their wife, like every of their birthday, some men takes their wife out for a birthday date. And during Valentine too, there are men who is mandatory, like they takes their wife out every Valentine day. Now, you're married to this person who is not even the outing type. You're married to this person who is not even this going out on a date type, and you want to force it on him. That is not what is going to make your marriage to work. It is going to help, but that is not the thing that will make your marriage to work like 100% work. Okay, so don't have so much expectation. Now let me give you a hint. Let me actually give you a hint. If you're the type that always like for your husband to serve you breakfast on bed, why don't you start by doing it? Okay, sometimes what you are actually waiting for these men to do, they might not have the idea, but you taking the first step might, trigger them, and they'll be like, wow, my wife does this. If there are those ones that reasons well, they would want to do same to you. Okay, so why not start by doing it self? You can actually start by serving your husband breakfast in bed, and maybe if your husband wants to treat you the same way, he will end up doing it. Don't always want a man to be the one to take you out on a date. You can actually dress up, tell your husband to dress up, and you take your husband out. There is no more big deal if you are the one doing it. Okay, or at the end of the day, you are enjoying yourself. At the end of the day, you are doing something that you love doing. Some of these people, in a year, in 1 year, they have not even dressed up one day and say, honey, let's go out. But you, if you start it, maybe it will get used to them, maybe it will not get used to them. So find out what work for you. Don't say because Mr. A takes the wife on a date and every of her birthday, your husband too should do it. Don't carry so much expectation into your marriage. Okay, and then number two things I'm going to be talking about is stop copying others. Yes, please stop copying others. So being a romantic man, my husband is romantic, my husband is not a romantic, trying to find out what works for you. There are some men that they show love like physically. With the way they treat you, you are overwhelmed. Excuse me. Yes, some of the men, they try to show how much they love you by the things they do. Some husbands, they always go out and get gifts for their wife. They will surprise their wife, different surprises every day of their life. They're surprising their wife. That is how they show it. Why there are some men that they don't actually do those things, but you as a woman, if you come to your husband now and say, honey, there is this cloth I see that I want to buy, there is this cloth I love so much, I want to buy it, please can you buy it for me? And the man will be like, okay, no problem. And the man sends you money to buy it. That man is also showing you love. You must not wait for the man to go out and buy clothes and give you before you know that the man loves you. Some of you, whenever you ask for anything from your husband, he doesn't hesitate to do it. So don't say because Mr. A always buys clothes to his wife, your husband must buy clothes to you. Your husband, don't come and say Mr. A husband knows the wife shoe size, the wife clothes size, but your husband doesn't know yours. But this is the same man that whatever you ask for, he provides it. Please stick with what works for you. Okay, stick with what works for you. Don't go and copy. Don't go and say because this one is doing it, yours must do it. No, please do not copy whatever another person is doing. Try to find out what works for you. There are some men that they will come to you when they have wronged you and apologize sincerely from their hearts that they are very sorry. Because your friend tells you that the husband always comes to her to say sorry, and your own doesn't open mouth to say sorry, but each time he does something wrong, he go out there, gets a gift or bring something that is your favorite or something that you love so much and gives you and be like, hey baby, my baby. You're waiting for him to just say I am sorry. If he has already shown how remorseful he is by getting you a gift item, please take it. Okay, just take it and appreciate it. Do not wait till the man comes to say, honey, please, I know that I've wronged you. Please, I'm truly sorry. Forgive me because that is how Mr. A does his. No, please stick with what work for you, okay? And please, because Mr. A always wore the same uniform with his wife. Every time they are wearing the same uniform, every time they are on anko. But your spouse is not that kind of person that loves wearing native or even trying to blend with what you're wearing or wear the same anko with you. But he is a nice man. He provides for you. He takes good care of you. Please don't go and force that man. Didn't you see how Benjamin is wearing and go with his wife every time? Every time, I don't like wearing and go with me. Please, is that what to make the marriage to work? Leave Mr. Whatsoever alone and leave Mr. Benjamin to wear his ankle with his wife in peace. Okay? And then number 3 that I'm going to be talking about is understanding. Okay? Understanding matters a lot. Try to understand your spouse. Okay? Some of you, You are married to a man that when he is angry, he tends to be quiet. And yet you have not yet understand that this man tends to be like he loves to be quiet whenever he's angry. And you will be there talking, I'm talking, ba. You are not talking, I'm here talking. I've been talking since. So I'm a fool, ba. They said that silence is the most answer for a fool. So me, I'm a fool. I'm talking. I've been here talking. You are not talking. I've been the one talking here. But you have not been talking. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, please, leave him alone. Just leave him alone. That is his nature. He doesn't talk too much. He doesn't like to talk whenever he's angry. Please leave him like that. Don't force that person to be a talkative. Don't force that person to just start talking unnecessarily. That is not in his nature to do. Please don't force it on him. And some of you, your husbands are not social butterfly, but because you see another couple that like to join his wife when she's doing TikTok, you want to force your husband to be a TikToker, to follow you and do video, to follow you and do one. Like, leave Mr. A alone and leave your husband alone. Maybe your husband is probably not a social butterfly person. Maybe your husband itself don't even love camera, but because you love camera so much, because you love to show yourself, you love to create content, you love to make videos, and because your neighbor's husband always joins his wife to make TikTok video or whatever video, you want to force your own husband to be like Mr. A. Leave that man alone the way he is. Make your video in peace and leave him alone. The day he wishes to join you, good and fine. The day he wishes to show his face, good and fine. Tend to understand your spouse. So long as this person is taking good care of you, this person is giving you peace of mind, leave him alone. Don't try to force things on him. Okay? Please, leave them alone. Then another thing that can actually make your marriage to work is being prayerful. Now, this is the main thing. Now, let me give you a secret, women. It works for me, and it's definitely going to work for you. All these things that they used to say, everything is not prayer. My dear, everything is prayer. Now, you as a mother, you try to make your child friendly so that this child comes to tell you what his or her problem is. You try to make your children, you try to befriend your children so that they can open up to you when they need things, when they're passing through stuff. They want to discuss with you. You always tell your children, feel free, whatever you need, tell mama, mama is going to get it for you. Do you know that that is how your Father in heaven is? Do you know that you can communicate with God? Do you know you can actually come in place of prayer and tell God, please, I want my husband to be this. I want my husband to be this. Father, please, make my husband to be this. And this is going to make me happy. Father, please do this for me. If so long as you are asking for the right thing, God is definitely going to do it. God will definitely do it. I bet you it has worked for me. Tell God what you want. Tell God that, God, look, this thing I don't like it. My spouse is doing it. Please change him for him. Let him like what I like. Let my husband do this to me because it makes me happy. See, communicate with your Father in heaven. Tell your Father what you want in your marriage. So long as you are asking for the right thing, you are not asking for the wrong thing, God will do it. The same way your children comes to ask things from you as the parent and you end up doing it to make your child happy, that is the same way God is. Be friendly to God. God understands. God knows everything. God knows our heart desire. Why do you think that before you get married, you can actually come in the place of prayer to tell God the kind of spouse you want, and God makes that promise, like God makes that desire to come true? Why? It's because God listens to you. It's because God hears you. God knows your desire. God knows what you want. So he sees it. And so long as you are dedicated, you are a true child of God, you are dedicated to the things of God, God will do what you want. That is another secret that you people don't know. If you see where I'm talking to God, I'll just sit down in the place of prayer and I'll be like, God, it's time for us to talk. Look, my spouse is doing this. I have talked and talked and talked. It's not working. Father, please, can you make it to work? I need to work for me. I am not even ranting. I'm telling you something that have worked for me. Stop saying everything is not prayer. Everything is prayer. Apart from the one that God have blessed you with wisdom, that you're supposed to apply wisdom to run some things, please, prayer is everything. Prayer is everything. Maybe I will make a part 2 video of this, but I think I have said something that you might have learned. Okay, please don't enter marriage with so much expectation. Don't force your spouse to be what they are not. Don't copy other people what they are doing that makes their marriage work. Don't copy it. Know what makes yours to work. Okay, apply knowledge, apply wisdom, and okay, and again, please don't make the mistake of telling your spouse this person is doing this and you are not doing it. If you are a woman and you openly come to your husband's front to say Benjamin is doing this, but you, James, you are not doing this, please see, men hate it too much. Men hate it when you compare them to other people. Do not compare your husband to someone. Please do not compare your husband to, don't compare. I am talking to ladies. Do not compare your husband to another person, please. You can actually talk without mentioning name. You can actually talk without saying this person is doing it but you are not doing it. But don't compare him using another person. Please apply wisdom. You can actually be talking about another person without mentioning name, but applying wisdom is what matters. So if you are watching this and you are not doing some of these things, you have noticed your husband is not the type that talk too much and you want to force him to talk, please stop it. You have noticed your husband is the type that goes out to buy gifts for you when he has offended you without saying sorry. Accept it with your whole heart. You have noticed your husband is not the type that goes out to buy gifts for you, but if you ask, he will give you. Please stick with what works for you. That will make your marriage to be beautiful and is going to work